Merry Christmas, everyone! Welcome back to B Museum. That's right. I'm the webmaster of the BSB Museum website. You can check our link in description. The website is still in progress, and I'm currently uploading the discographies we own. Today, I will talk about all the standard edition of A Very Backstreet Christmas that released so far worldwide. As usual, a quick introduction to the labels involved in this release. Backstreet Boys launched their own label, K-Ban, with the single It's Christmas Time Again on November the 6th, 2012, the first single released after Kevin returned to the group. The album, In a World Like This, released later in 2013, also came out under this label. The name is formed from the initials of each member, and more importantly, it marked the moment when the group finally gained full ownership of the copyrights to their own music. K-Ban has usually worked in association with BMG, the relaunched Bertel's man music group. One reason Backstreet Boys may have chosen BMG is its German roots. Germany has always felt like a second home for the group, and their upcoming Millennium 2.0 tour is even described as a homecoming there. The original BMG also played a major role throughout Backstreet Boys' history, which is a long story on its own. I've talked about BMG Japan in previous videos, so make sure you don't miss those, and I'll cover more when possible. To briefly summarize, in August 2008, Bertelsmann sold its stake in Sony BMG to Sony, while retaining certain copyrights. Shortly after, Bertelsmann relaunched the new BMG on October 1st, 2008. As for distribution, I have introduced in previous video Warner Music involved in the distribution of this album, but seems like that's not marked on the packaging or discs, except the Japanese version. A quick note before we start. In this video, I'm only talking about the standard retail versions released worldwide so far. Except Japanese version, I have unboxed it in previous video. A Very Backstreet Christmas was released globally on October 14th, 2022. There are two main editions, a standard edition with 13 tracks, and a deluxe edition with 15 tracks. There is no 15-track deluxe edition included here. The way I've arranged these on the desk is based on category. On the left column, we have the original standard releases from Europe and the US, which are the most common versions. One is manufactured in Germany, the US version is made in the USA, and interestingly, they share the same barcode. In the center column, these are the signed limited editions from Europe and the US. The European signed version was sold through Amazon UK, while the US signed version was sold through Newberry Comics online store. I'm not entirely sure what the limitation number was for the European version. If you happen to know, feel free to leave a comment below. The US version, however, is limited to 500 copies. The discs themselves are identical to the standard editions on the left. The only difference is the addition of a signed photo card by the band. To distinguish these editions, the manufacturer added an extra barcode sticker. So this time the two barcodes are not the same. This reminds me of eBay signed items with certificate of analysis. Even some from big certification brands are fake. True fans know a COA alone means nothing. Check the handwriting and the seller's purchase history. On the right column, we have the standard jewel case versions. The left one is released in some European territories, though I don't know exactly which countries sold them. If you do, please leave a comment. I'll update my website and credit you by name. Thank you very much. And the right is the Brazilian version. Once again, the barcode matches the European one, but the credits are different. Interestingly, the Brazilian version was licensed directly by BMG and manufactured by a local company. Additionally, I also own an Italian version that includes a TV magazine advertisement. The CD itself is identical to the European Digipack edition. Many of these copies are still sealed, but I'm confident they all share the same contents, with the obvious exception of the signed cards, since every autograph is unique. I won't go too deep into that part here. For comparison, I'll take a closer look at one US version and one Brazilian version, so you know how it looked like in Digipack case and jewel case. Switching to my unsealed copies. First, the US version. Here's the disc. One detail you might have already noticed, that even the packaging printed is made in USA, but the disc is manufactured in Germany, same as European version. Then, the packaging design. This image is also used as the cover art for Last Christmas. Then, we have the booklet. As always, you can find scans of all inserts on my website. Now, onto the Brazilian version. The disc includes a manufacturing batch number, which is also printed on the tray card. This means different pressing of the Brazilian release can vary slightly. The tray card itself is a bit different, with the left side filled in red. As for the booklet, comparing with the US version, US booklet is using a thicker paper. The Brazilian version has noticeably lower print quality. I'm not sure if the camera can fully capture it, but it does appear slightly blurrier in person, just some pages. The content, however, is identical to the US version. With the main difference being that the barcode number is printed on the back. I personally like the jewel case editions. I just feel that's the album standard. Which one do you prefer or do you own? Can leave me comments. Thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out these special releases. If you think this video is helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into music history and rare Backstreet Boys collectibles. Let me know in the comments. If you have any fun memories of these releases, interesting stories, or useful info, I'd love to hear about it. And if you've got any cool Backstreet Boys memorabilia, maybe we could even do a little trade. Until next time, keep the Backstreet pride alive.